show you how to make a paracord hackamore. So what you need, of course, will be paracord. I already have mine cut down to the size I need. You're gonna need some O-rings, a roller buckle, a measuring tape, a knife to cut your paracord, which I already did that, and a lighter to melt your ends. Okay, so the first thing you'll need to do is to measure your horse. I have all my sizes written down on just a notebook. You can measure your horse directly, or you can just measure an old bridle or hackamore. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do the headpiece. Mine needs to be 14 inches long, so I cut this piece of paracord 14 feet. So for every inch that you do, you need a foot of paracord. Gotta get this folded in half. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna fold your paracord in half. And then you're gonna take one of your O-rings, just slide it through and hook it on. And then you're gonna take another O-ring and slide your ends through. Now this is where you're gonna need your measuring tape. And you're gonna measure 14 inches. Well, that's for my size anyway. Right there. So then once you get the size that you need, then you can start your pattern. Make sure this isn't twisted. Okay. My line is all twisted up. I need to straighten that out so it doesn't get all twisted and messed up. Okay, so what you're gonna do first, you're gonna take the right piece, cross it over the center, and then your left piece is gonna go over the right, under the two in the middle, and through the loop. And then you just tighten it down, which can be sometimes a struggle if your line just is loosening and going every which way like mine is right now. I'll get back to you when I get this adjusted. Okay, now that I got this adjusted, you want to take your measuring tape and make sure it's the length that you want. So mine needed to be 14 inches. See, mine shrunk. Sometimes they get a little bit shorter, sometimes longer. So all you have to do is kind of loosen your loop and just pull out, just tighten it down. And that's 14 inches. Okay, so next, I'm gonna take the left side, cross it over, then take the right over, under the two, and out through the hole. And then again with the right side, over and under the hole. And I'm gonna do this pattern all the way down until I get to the end. Okay, now that I'm at the end, I'm going to take my knife. Well, first I'm going to pull these super tight. Then I'm going to take my knife ends off. Then I'm going to grab this lighter. You just want to melt the edge and then take your knife and just push it down. And you want to make sure this is pretty flat and smooth so it doesn't scrape against your horse. Now the headband is done. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the brow band. Okay, so for my brow band, I'm doing a two-tone. So I melted the two ends of the black and purple together, and I used a cow hitch to attach them to the ring. And then now I'm gonna slide the ends to the other ring. And then I'm going to start my pattern. So for me, I want the purple on the outside and the black in the middle. So I'm going to cross over with the black, go over with purple, under the two and through the loop. I'm going to tighten that. Now I'm going to take my measuring tape and I'm going to, my goodness, the horses. And I'm going to measure 12 inches. And that looks perfect. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to cross over with black, go under, over and through. I'm going to recheck that because I had to do a little bit more adjusting on that. I'm going to loosen it some. It was a little loose, so I tightened it and I made it a little bit too small. It never hurts to double check your measurements because you don't want it to be too big or too small. Okay, now I'm just going to continue with the same pattern all the way down. Okay, so now that I have the brow band finished, I'm going to just do the same thing as I did the other one. Pull it tight and cut the ends off and melt them on. headband and a brow band. Okay, next we're going to move on to the cheek pieces. So my cheek pieces need to be, I think, 9.5. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, just use a cow hitch and put this on. And then take another ring, slide that on, and I'm just going to start my pattern like this and then adjust it. So take the right piece, cross it over, take the left piece, go over, behind the two, and out through the loop. So have it like that, and then I just like to loosen it, pull, and then loosen it more, and pull, and now I'll measure to see. That's about right where I need it. And then I'm just going to continue the same pattern all the way down. Okay, now this cheek piece is done. Now again, it's the same process. I'm just going to cut these edges, melt them on, and then I'll do the other cheek piece. I'm not going to show you how I do that because it's the same exact way, and then I'll get back to you when I do the noseband. Okay, so now I'm going to do the noseband. I'm going to do the exact same pattern I did on the brow band. So I melted the ends of the purple and the black together. Now I'm gonna make this a side pull, so I'm gonna add in another ring, and I'm just gonna attach on together with a cow hitch. And pull it tight. And then have the ends go to the other side. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same exact pattern. So black goes over the middle, purple goes over the black piece, under the two middle, and through the middle. And then I'm just going to tighten that down. And then I'm going to take my measuring tape and measure it 9 inches. Then I'm just going to continue this pattern all the way down. And I'll get back to you when I'm at the end. Okay, I have the noseband done now. So next I'm going to do the chin strap. I have to make sure I attach it to the right one. This one. Okay, so I'm going to attach it using a cow hitch. And then slide it through the other ring. Now I need this to be 11 inches So again, I'm just going to cross the right strand over the middle. The left strand's going to go over, behind the two, and through the loop. I'm going to tighten it, and then I'm going to take my measuring tape and measure. So now I'm just going to continue the same pattern all the way down till I get to the end. Okay, I just finished doing the chin strap, so now I just pulled it tight, and now I'm just gonna cut the ends off and melt them on. I'm not sure the lighter's gonna work here. Okay, I'll get back to you when I get this all melted on. Okay, so now I have the chin strap on. So next I'm gonna do the throat lash. So for that, I'm gonna take my paracord and a roller buckle. I have this all tangled now. Okay, so I have to think how to attach this. It goes under, through, and then you pull it through. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna attach this onto the right side of my hackamore. And I'm gonna make this around 20 inches or so. Maybe, I may give it a couple extra so it's not too tight. We'll go about there. Okay, same process. Right goes over, left goes over the right strand, under the two, and out through the hoop. Okay, so now I'm gonna double check that measurement, make sure it didn't shrink too much. And that's just right. So now I'm just gonna continue the same pattern all the way down until I get to the end. Okay, now that that's finished, I'm going to cut the ends and melt them. I'll get back to you when I get these melted. Okay, I got this part of throat lash done, so now I have to do the other side. I need to get this undone. Okay, so now I'm just gonna attach it with a cow hitch. Then I'm gonna go down about between probably, I don't know, 8 inches or so. So about right here. What I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna flip it over my finger. Then I'm gonna do the same thing I have been doing. I'm gonna take the right side and cross it over. The left side, I'm gonna pull over behind the two and put it through the loop and pull. Then I'm going to cross the left side over, take the right, put it through there, then just pull it tight. And then here you can just pull your middle down. Then you just continue the same pattern all the way down. Okay, now that I have it completely done, I am going to go try it on the horse to see how it fits. Okay, so now I have it on her. I think it fits pretty good. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time on Equine Passion.